What's going on, everybody? In this video, I'm going to show you how you can effectively build a list in order for you to grow one of the most successful teams in the world. So this is basically the ultimate guide to building $1 million list. Okay, guys? So for this training, I got my handy dandy whiteboard pulled out, okay? And we're going to dive into this thing. We're going to have incredible training, and this is going to be super fun, and you guys are really going to appreciate this, and hopefully you implement this and it helps your business go to the next level. So in this training, we're going to talk about, building your list. Okay. So what does it mean to build your actual list? So a lot of people think like, okay, I'm just going to go write a bunch of names down. I'm going to go through my contact list and I'm going to put together this list that's going to make me $1 million. And the reality is, that's not the way it's meant to be. What you're supposed to do is, first and foremost, you have to manifest, okay? You basically need to manifest that this list is going to bring you to $1 million, okay? And you might be thinking to yourself, that sounds crazy. But again, as somebody who's been in this industry a long time, I know a thing or two about manifestation, attracting, and abundance. And that's literally a big part of building in the network marketing industry. And if you're in the financial market space, like, you understand that trading as well in the financial markets is a lot of mindset. So you have to understand that this right here, manifesting your list to $1 million, is super important. So you have to have the intention that you're building this list to create this massive amount of wealth for you and to help you grow your network marketing business. It's as simple as that, okay? So once you make the commitment and the intention that you're going to build this list to new heights, you've taken the first step in order for you to be massively successful in the industry. The second thing that you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna understand, like, who do I actually put in this list? So there's some do's and don'ts when you're actually building your first list. So the things that you don't wanna do, let's talk about the things you don't wanna do. The things you don't wanna do is you don't wanna prejudge. You don't wanna go to your contact list, your phone book, like your social media following, and think that this person's gonna be good, this person's gonna be bad, because you don't know. I've watched people come into the industry and you may look at them and think to yourself, oh my God, this person is probably never gonna be successful in the industry. But the reality is, those people come in, they capture the vision, they're super good at social media, they figure it out, they're willing to do whatever it takes to be successful. They go in and enroll 100 people a month, create massive duplication in their team, and go on to completely outwork you and outrank you. This is the nature of the beast. So you never wanna prejudge someone, okay? Because people can change, people can evolve, people can be very receptive to mentorship and guidance, into videos like this, which will help them build their successful network marketing teams. That's the reality of it. So when you are building your list, you definitely do not want to judge people. You don't want to judge that somebody's going to be good. You don't want to judge that somebody's going to be bad. Okay, because there's times where I've worked with network marketers in the past that have done things previously that were like astronomical, and then we get going and they can't get anything going. That's just the reality of the beast. And then there's sometimes where I'll talk to somebody who I've met at a convenience store, at the bank, and like I exchange contact information, and next thing you know, we build a relationship, they join the business, and all of a sudden they're putting me in living rooms and in meetings and getting me on three-way calls back to back. And that's ultimately because they've captured the fire, right? Like they have the vision. So that's basically why you don't want to prejudge. What you do want to do, though, is you want to talk to as many people as possible. That's your filter. The only way you can filter your list and the people in your network are the people who tell you no, okay? So this is what I recommend for most people, and this is probably gonna be a big challenge for a lot of people, but if you really put your phone on Do Not Disturb and you take some time to think about this is actually a lot easier than you think. What you need to do is you need to build a list of 100 people, okay? Initially, you wanna build a list of 100 people. Now, the reason why you wanna build a list of 100 people is because you're gonna go through this list of 100 people, okay? Now, the first phase of your 100 people list is gonna be people in your warm market. What are your, hot market is very different than warm market, cold market is very different than the other two. So let's talk about warm market. Warm market is, mom, dad, sister, immediate family. Then you have your cousins, neighbors, coworkers. These are all like your warm market, okay? Hot leads are people who reach out to you because they saw something like, wow, that looks cool. I want that product, or I want that service, okay? So that's the difference between the hot market, warm market, cold market are people who you're just reaching out to, people who you're bumping into at the grocery store, you're exchanging contact information. That's a suspect. You're turning a suspect into a prospect. Then the prospect can eventually become a customer or whatever. So anyway, you're gonna build your list. First, you're gonna start with your warm market, which is the people we just mentioned, okay? Then you're gonna go down and you're gonna fill the rest of this list up with people who you kind of know, people who you know from the past, people who you went to school with, who you went to college with, previous coworkers, things of that nature. You're just gonna build this list with 100 people you know. So now let's pretend that you reach out to all these 100 people and you've already watched my video on how to launch your business. And you're basically gonna say, hey, I'm doing an opportunity call or an in-home event, Thursday at 8 p.m. EST, okay? And basically these people are either gonna get a link or an address to come. So let's say out of the 100 people you invite, let's say 30 people say no right off the rip. Let's say 60 people say yes off the rip. Now these 30 people who say no, you're gonna put them in a nurture area. We'll talk about nurture in a second. The 60 people who say yes, you're gonna send them the information for the call or the in-person invite, okay? Then let's say from the 60 people, let's say half don't come. So let's say 30 people decide that they wanna hear whatever information you're talking about. So the other 30 people that said no, go to your nurture list as well. So now you have 60 people in nurture, 30 people in your living room. In your living room, you do the presentation, and let's say from the 30 people, 10 say yes, okay? Again, these 20 people who say no, but they showed up, they go into your follow-up list, okay? Because the fortune is in the follow-up. So let's talk about this for a second. So the follow-up list, you're gonna hit up hard, okay? You're gonna hit them up pretty much every single day. I'd say for like the next 12 days. The average sale doesn't close until 12 touch points, okay? So you wanna hit these people up, hey, just following up with you, hey, just checking in on you, hey, is there something I did wrong? Hey, could I have done something differently? Hey, what feedback do you have for me? Just if you hated it, tell me why you hated it. You just want some sort of engagement so you can speak to them again, okay? So that's what you're gonna do, you're gonna follow up. Then the 60 people that go into nurture, these are the people that you're gonna drip feed results to, okay? You're gonna send these people text messages and emails and phone calls. You're gonna say, hey, I just had somebody on my team, they made $100 today with our product. You're gonna say, hey, this person used the tap to trade system. They made this much. This person was able to pass a challenge account. This person was able to withdraw $30,000. Take a look at this, go in our results lab. You're gonna drip feed results on your nurture people, and you're gonna constantly invite these people to the next presentation, the next presentation, the next presentation, so on and so forth. That's the process. Now, the 10 people who said yes, you're gonna onboard them, okay? You're gonna make sure they understand the system. They're gonna become a product of the product, right? Then what you do after you do that and you onboard them, you get their goals, you set their minds, they understand what's going on, they go through the course, they understand their first 72 hours of network marketing, the whole 9 yards. Then the next thing you do immediately following that is you get all of these 10 people to build a list of 100 people and to do the same exact thing you just did. Simple. Now, if you have these 10 people do the same thing, that's 1,000 people that are coming into your network, potentially. And let's just say the numbers are exactly the same. If these 10 people all get 10 people, what does that mean for you? What's 10 times 10, right? So now you have a team of 100 individuals that we're gonna launch. We're gonna launch each and every single one of these people the same way with this list. That's just phase one. That's just phase one. Think about all the thousands of people that'll go into the nurture list. All of these people who will watch your results, who will go into your ad tag message groups, who will go into your Telegram results groups, who are gonna get sick and tired of seeing you and your team win, that they're just gonna say, you know what, let me in. Let me in, I'll pay the membership, let me in. So that's how you build a multi-million-dollar list. This is it right here, guys. This is a proven track record of success. You cannot go wrong doing this, okay? So I want you to go right now, take your pen and paper. If you've not done this yet, do it right now. Make this list. Fail forward. I'm asking you to have 90 people tell you to get the hell out of my face, get 10 people to say yes, launch those 10 people, rinse and repeat that process as many times as it takes until you have the life of your dreams. Take care and stay blessed.